There you go. There's that crinkle. So, animals will quickly learn that this means food. I'm outside and there's 2 deer in my front yard. One of them staring at me. Are you prepared for that? I came back and staring at me. I should go stab it with a knife or something. What's up, Internet? Today we're going to be doing some taste testing. I always like watching people eat MREs, and today we got something similar. We've got some freeze-dried apple slices. This is all freeze-dried food, by the way. I got this at the Dollar Tree, which I recommend that you mark your preps something similar. So I've got Dollar Tree, the month and the year, and then the price I paid for it before tax. There's a couple reasons to do that, and I'll talk about that in a separate video, but that's the short version of it. We've got freeze-dried peach slices. Again, it's from the Dollar Tree, otherwise known as the dollar store, where everything's $1. And I actually marked the price wrong on this one, but this is from the same place. This is freeze-dried strawberries. Now this doesn't say it's freeze-dried. This is from Big Lots. You can see I bought this and what I paid for it. But the only way you can get shelf-stable cheese that's crunchy and light is going to be freeze-drying. So I'm assuming it's freeze-dried, but we'll see. That's cheddar, and this is pepper jack. They call it moon cheese, which is, you know, pretty punny. Get what I'm saying? Punny. So the moon cheese, they're supposed to be 4.5 servings per container on both flavors. What we got on fruit? So the fruit is 1 serving per container, and then I will put up the we'll put up the front and the back. That's apple. That's peach. Strawberries. Cheddar. And then pepper jack. So I like freeze-dried food for a couple reasons. The freeze-drying process will make the food keep for 25 years. A lot of, let's see, what does this say? So this says, doesn't say anything about when it goes bad. So a couple years ago, probably about 5 years ago, they determined that freeze-drying even the pouches would be good for 25 years. So prior to that, they would tell people that cans of freeze-dried food would last 25 years, but pouches would last 5. Well, they did the research, the R&D, and they determined that pouches also last 25 years. But we're talking about stuff like Wise and Mountain House, where they put in an oxygen absorber. I know because I've eaten these before that the Dollar Tree ones do not have an oxygen absorber. They do have some kind of gas in there. It could be air, could be nitrogen, could be CO2, who knows. The Dollar Tree ones, this is made in China. Let's see, where does it say? Somewhere it'll tell me. Oh, product of China. Sometimes there'll be fruit from several different countries. And at first I was like, I don't know if I want Chinese food. I mean, I like Chinese food, but I don't like, you know, who knows what they do when they're growing it in China. Where is this from? This is a Washington company. They call themselves NutraDried. Does not say where it's from, but it's from Big Lots, so it could be from anywhere. Big Lots is doing a lot of importing, so I mean it could be from anywhere, like European importing, not just China. But Dollar Tree, almost everything there is from China. And I got to thinking, you know, if I was hungry, if I was starving, I wouldn't really care if it was in China, or if the food came from China. So I got them, tried them. They turned out pretty good. So we're gonna open them up and see what's in there. I got some containers. I got a scale. We're gonna see if they weigh what they say they weigh. Because the ones from Dollar Tree all say 0.71 ounce, 20 grams. But there's that many strawberries. There's that many apples. And there's that much peach. So size-wise, there's a lot more peach and apple than there is strawberries. So I wanted to see how that checks out. We're going to turn this on and it'll zero it. You may not be able to see it on camera. Maybe you'll be able to see it on the camera. Alright, so they've got little cutouts. So it's easy enough to open. Right now we're on ounces. 0.70 ounces. Well, how about that? So I'm going to put it back in here right now. Oh, what do they look like? Well, it's a freeze-dried strawberry. It's a whole strawberry. A lot of times freeze-dried strawberries will be sliced. But as a whole berry, they're pretty tasty. Like I said, I've had this stuff before. Now we'll do the apple. And there's a lot more powder in there. That's 0.75 ounces. You know what? I've got a couple extra plates, so I'll just leave that on a plate. Alright, and for the peaches, that's pretty messy too. We get 0.7 ounces. Now if I throw the packaging on there, I go up to 1 ounce. So that's unconstituted. Which isn't bad. I didn't realize that strawberries weighed that much when they were freeze-dried. Let's try this moon cheese. This says it's 2 ounces. And again, it's got the easy open thing here. These ones are resealable, so they got Ziploc bags in there. These look like cheese poofs. But instead of poofs, they're actually cheese. This is supposed to be 2 ounces. That is 2 ounces. On the money. Oh, it smells like cheese. Come on, you can do this. Ah! Opposable thumbs. So I'm going to close that. Open that up. Supposed to be 2 ounces. It looks like there's a little bit of other stuff in there. That is 2 ounces according to the scale. Alright. Close that up here. We'll do some taste testing. So, when I get these snacks, I'll eat it as a serving of fruit. Oh man. It's crunchy, and it's sweet, and it sticks to your teeth a little bit. So I'll eat this as a serving of fruit. But you definitely want to drink a bottle of water with it, because your body is going to use the water to rehydrate that, your saliva. And you don't want to get dehydrated. Right now it's hot. You can tell I'm leaving sweat all over the table. So I'm going to drink some water with it. I like them dry. I'm kind of impatient though. I don't like to wait for food to cook. We're going to try a little bit of reconstitution here. See if that makes it any better or worse. We'll do all the fruit at once. So the strawberries are always 5 MREs on a scale of 1 to 5 MREs. They are awesome. The peaches are usually good. Depends on the quality of the peaches they use. So you can see the texture there. That's just a piece of peach that's been freeze dried. This one, it's okay. It's tasty, it's crunchy. It's not as dense as the strawberry. Sometimes they get peaches that are really zangy, and they're awesome. Oh, this one's got a bunch of flavor to it. Let's see if this one was a little different color tastes good. Not that much difference. Alright, so we're going to, so that's apple slices. We'll do this for our rehydration test. Alright, and the apples are usually pretty good too. They show Red Delicious apples, but I'm not really a fan of Red Delicious apples. I like Honeycrisp apples. Those are awesome. But they're like between $2.50 and $3.50 a pound, so they're expensive. So these apples are not quite as crunchy. Could be the humidity here. It's probably somewhere between 50 and 85% humidity. Well, let me take that back. It's somewhere between 75 and 95% humidity here in the southeast. The apple is soft, kind of like a dehydrated apple instead of a freeze-dried one. Tastes like a dried apple. We'll put this one in there. Alright. You know what? We're going to do these 2 small ones instead of that big one. These are so good. Costco brand purified water with added minerals. Uh-oh. Did I move the camera? Costco stuff is usually pretty good. But this is the cheapest water around. It is less than $3 for 40 pack. I'll do a review on that separately. Alright, so we'll just add a little bit of water. The strawberries are probably going to turn it pink. And we'll see how that works. By the way, if you can't drink a bottle of water straight, especially when it's hot outside, you need to work on your hydration skills. When you're out in the field or you have limited trash capability, smush the bottle. Now it takes up less space in your trash. Where was I? Alright, we'll do cheddar. So these Ziploc things will really help you not to eat it all at once, because calories is 70 per serving, and there's basically 5. So you're looking at 350 calories plus, you know, a couple cups of cheese, which can stop you up. But if you want to get stopped up, by all means. So it's crunchy. Tastes like pepper jack. What the? There's a spider that wants in on this review. I don't know why it's over here, but it came off a tree. Holy cow. It tastes the jalapeno, which it says it has. So it's a little spicy. It's crunchy. I like it. I would also give this 5 MREs out of 5 possible. Now, pepper jack is not my favorite kind of cheese, but I've never had it where I actually taste the jalapeno before. And tilt that over so you can get a little more hydration on that strawberry. Now for the cheddar. I'm gonna open this up. I mean, these kind of look like cheesy poofs. You know, Cartman cheesy poofs. It's crunchy. I still have the pepper jack taste in my mouth. There we go. Cheddar's starting to overpower the pepper jack. Not quite as strong of a flavor. I probably should have started with cheddar and then went to pepper jack because of the jalapenos. But I can taste the cheddar. I like cheddar. It tastes good. And I like crunchy cheese. It's pretty awesome. Alright. So it doesn't say anything about how to do this. I've gotten a number 10 can of powdered cheese before, and I thought I'd be able to reconstitute it into something like cheese, but it was really meant for making cheese dip in queso. I've seen freeze-dried shredded cheese, and I think that was meant for cooking, not so much the ability to reconstitute and either eat as a snack or something else. By the way, this is a little cooler than room temperature. Right now this outdoor room is probably 90 some odd degrees. Turn that around, give it a little bit of an opportunity, absorb some water. Probably should have done this with the fruit too. We'll see how that turns out. Alright, so this apple slice has reconstituted itself. So the brown is just oxidation. It's still good. Strip it off. It has a consistency of kind of a soggy apple slice. Tastes about the same. But it's wet, so it doesn't leave your mouth desiring more fluid. I would just eat it dry and then drink some water. But that may just be me. If you're going to make a dish, then you could probably reconstitute it before and you'd never be able to tell the difference. Alright, so let's do the strawberry. It water didn't soak all the way through, but where it did, it tastes like a strawberry. Well, kind of a mushy strawberry, but they are really sweet and a little bit of crunch. That one was not very well reconstituted. It's kind of like a dry strawberry, but it tastes good because they are really sweet and tangy. Very good. And here we have the peach. A little bit crunchy. And it tastes like a wet, freeze-dried peach. I would not go through the effort of reconstituting the fruit unless you were going to be cooking with it. I would just eat it crunchy and drink some water with it. Alright, so we didn't give the cheese a whole lot of chance. Let's see what happens though. Yeah, I'd probably do the same thing. I wouldn't try to reconstitute it unless you're cooking with it. But we'll let that try to absorb some more water. And today, my favorite is the strawberries. Holy cow. These are awesome. So sweet and so tangy. Oh, that's why they're so sweet. They add sugar to it. Dang it. That's terrible. Why would you do that to me? It's a brand called So Natural. It says all natural. It's got strawberry and sugar. Dang it. That's what it looks like on the inside. Let's see what that does. Interesting anecdote. When I was deployed or doing any kind of ops, I would almost never heat up my MREs. Oh, that's just enough. Holy cow. That's enough water to make it not hard as a rock, but it's still kind of crunchy, and you still get all the sweetness. Definitely gonna do that. So yeah, I mean, a lot of times when you're deployed, chow is rushed, or especially if you're in a training op. When you're deployed, things calm down a lot as far as people being in your face about stupid shit. But on a training op, oh yeah, they want that discipline. They're gonna make sure you're suffering. Oh yeah. These are kind of hard. So a little bit of water softens them up just enough where they're still crunchy. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But yeah, so in a training op, you've got, not much time. You've got all eyes on you when you're trying to eat some stuff, and chances are you're probably out in the desert somewhere. So who wants to heat up more food to add more hotness to your body? Oh yeah. That would have been hard to eat if I didn't soften it up. And then you gotta wait. Oh, you know what? Maybe this cheese is ready. Let's see what we get here. Well, soggy cheese is not better. Yeah, that's really not getting any better. Definitely tastes better dry. So when you're deployed, or pretty similar to shit hits the fan, or some other survival circumstance, you're probably not going to be spending a whole bunch of time cooking. Hey, look, protein. Hiking, sure, you set up camp, eat some food, hang out. So there's danger close. You ain't cooking. You're going to be eating that as you go. You're going to be hydrating as you go. That's one of the awesome things about Camelback, or something like that. A water bladder, as they call it. I was dragged along on a 10-mile hike one time. Didn't realize it. I was able to keep up even though I was fat and out of shape because I had a Camelback and I was sucking water the whole time. So the apples get really spongy. They really absorb that water in the air. Like I said, I'm not joking. It's like 75 to 95% humidity out here because it's the southeast, and that's how it rolls. So another good thing about these, they're big enough to get your hands into. So here, I'll show you. Because as the internet has taught us, food tastes better when it crinkles, when you crinkle that packaging. There you go. I know you ASMR guys are going to be like, oh, that's so awesome. Alright, I'm pulling a crazy Russian hacker and making a mess here. And, I mean, you could eat that. You could probably turn that into applesauce. Kill the bug. But, we're just going to set it aside for now. The apples are a good consistency in this humidity. Oh, still have the strawberry one. Do they add sugar to anything else? So apples, they do not add sugar. The peaches, they don't add sugar. And there's 2 deer. I'm outside and there's 2 deer in my front yard. One of them staring at me. Are you prepared for that? I came back and staring at me. I should go stab it with a knife or something. But that might cause some problems. So I'll just let it go that way. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Deer's just hanging out. Probably trying to eat some berries I got growing. Sure, the neighbor's dog's going nuts. The peaches are absorbing some of the water in the air. And they're okay. Oh, that was kind of tiny. Alright, let's check this out right here. Yeah, unless you're cooking with it, I wouldn't try. I wouldn't try to reconstitute that cheese. There you go. There's that crinkle. So, animals will quickly learn that this means food. So you need to keep that in mind if, why does this taste like jalapeno? Oh, I just had some. I used to have dogs, and they would know this meant food. Some friends of mine, cats, know that too. That's why light and noise discipline is incredibly important when you're operating. I don't mean on a table, I mean out in the woods. So I'm gonna try not to eat all this. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Oh, that's a nice breeze. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because that helps me out. Share the video wherever you can. I've already had one video that got blacklisted. It says it has no views on it, which is kind of interesting, because I've watched it at least twice. But that's all for now. Oh, that food is so good.